This is the 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid Sport. Is it worth every penny? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're at Holmes Honda in Shreveport, Louisiana to go over the particulars on this Still Night Pearl with black interior 2025 Accord Hybrid Sport and give you all the details. If you want to know more, check out the link down in the description of the video. And if you wanted to know what my top favorite colors of the Accord are, this is actually number 2. Number 1 would be Radiant Red, but I do have to say, I really like Still Night Pearl. It really pops. Definitely a nice color that you're not going to see on everything else out there on the road. We're going to have LED daytime running lights. Your headlights will provide you with plenty of brightness as well. And we're going to have a combination of some gloss and some matte finishes here on the front end. The air curtains right here that allow air to flow through and decrease drag, increasing aerodynamics. That's going to help you out quite a bit where all of that is concerned. We'll also have our Honda logo prominently displayed right there. Front wheel drive only. I know a lot of you would love to see an all-wheel drive Accord. Don't know if we'll ever see that in the future. Who knows? Tell Honda in the comments section if that's something you would like to see. How about your safety features? Honda Sensing is going to be standard across all trim levels of the Accord Hybrid. So you're going to have adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, traffic jam assist. Here is your remote. You're going to have everything that I think you want there. Lock, unlock, remote start. You can pop open your trunk right there, and you have your panic button. And we'll also have the gloss black finish with our side view mirrors and another safety feature right there, your blind spot monitoring, or what Honda calls the blind spot information system. The only thing missing, in fact, there's 3 things you won't find here. You do have the manually folding side view mirrors, and they're not heated, and they don't have the turn signal indicators built in. But if that's something you want, as far as your turn signal indicators go and your heated side view mirrors, there are other trim levels available that offer that. Also, the body colored door handles. You're going to have your conventional size sunroof as opposed to panoramic. I know a lot of you would love to see that. Who knows what we'll see in the future? That may happen one day. Not sure. And your remote that I showed you earlier, going back to that real quick, is a proximity key, and you have the walkaway feature. 19-inch wheels is what we're going to have here. And we finish things off with the spoiler here on the rear. I like that. It works perfectly. Gloss black. And something interesting here when it comes to a hybrid model that you don't always see. Whether you go hybrid or non-hybrid, you're going to have 16.7 cubic feet worth of cargo capacity. Now, these Accords do not come with a spare tire. They come with a tire repair kit, but you can buy a spare tire, an aftermarket spare tire. I think you can actually also order one through your local Honda dealership, but there is a kit available. I do wonder why Honda does not just go ahead and have the spare tire here anyway. What do you think about that? Would you rather have the spare tire, or does it make a difference? Motivation to get this Accord down the road comes from a combination of a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and dual electric motors. All of that combined puts out 204 horsepower and 247 pounds-feet of torque, made it to an eCVT. The gas tank capacity on the Accord Hybrid is 12.8 gallons. On a single tank of gas, you should be able to drive about 429 miles in the city and 547 miles out on the highway. And if you're curious, when you lock the interior, this gas door is also locked at the same time. Let's take a look at what we have here in the interior as far as the rear seat area goes. Gonna have plenty of room with the armrest, and the door bin has a reasonable amount of size, more of a bottle holder than a door bin, but that space is there. And release the seat belts right here so I can show you the fold down armrest with the cup holders built in. You'll also find air conditioning vents and USB ports, and there is a reasonable amount of space back here in this back seat area for a mid-size sedan. Rear seat pocket only on the passenger seat. There is your sunroof. And something that I know a lot of people ask about, I try and touch on this in my videos, do the rear seats recline? You cannot adjust the position of the seat backs here in the Accord, but they do have a little bit of recline built into them. The sticker price is $35,260. Let's see what happens when we open the glove box. There's plenty of room in there. You can see that the door is dampened. Plenty of room with the armrest and the door bin for the driver and the passenger doors. Now, the only thing that's going to be different here with the front seats, they're both heated, but the driver's seat is power adjustable with lumbar support. The passenger seat is manually adjustable without lumbar support. It's something to know about, but I don't think that's too big of a deal for most people. There is the sunroof. It tilts and slides open. You can use the control right here to do that. You're going to have your sunglass holder and the rest of the controls here with your upper console. And we'll take a look over here to the driver's side door. You have your controls for your power adjustable side view mirrors, lock and unlock. You can lock and unlock your windows and your locks, your doors, and one touch down, one touch up for your front windows, but you'll have to hold the buttons down for the rear windows to lower and raise them. The button right down there will allow you to pop the trunk open. You have your aluminum sport pedals here, the dead pedal right here on the left-hand side, brake and gas down there, and a tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. Cruise controls are right there. Volume and station or whatever you want to listen to right there, voice commands, and you can go through all sorts of information here on the left-hand side of your driver's display. You can also go through quite a few things over here on the right-hand side. So depending on what you need to see, you can select by pushing on the scroll wheel right there. And when you turn the headlights on, you'll see the illumination on the likeness of your Accord right there. The brake lights come on, the turn signals work, everything works there. When you go into drive, it gets down into what I like to refer to as the ready, set, go position. And over here on the right-hand side, we're going to have everything for our windshield wipers. You can clean your windshield off right there. As you can see, that's something I need to do before we take our test drive in just a little bit. Headlight controls are here. You can leave that on auto if you want to, or you can set it however you want. You can also use your turn signal indicators. Just keep your turn signal indicator fluid reservoir full. That's located under the hood next to the brake fluid reservoir or the windshield washer fluid reservoir. It's right in between those two. Just kidding. I'm not being serious about that. Somebody might actually think I am. Your 12.3-inch driver's or center screen, I should say. That's not the driver's display. That is, yes. I know that. Before anybody says anything in the comments, you can change what is over here on the right-hand side. One thing a lot of people have asked about is, can you make all of this fill up the entirety of the screen? No, you can't. You can only adjust what's over here on the right-hand side, but you can't actually have this area fill it up completely. I think that would be nice to have as an option, but not something we have at this point. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can wirelessly pair your smartphone. And when we go in here to general settings, here's what you're going to have, all of your different settings there. You can also go over here to vehicle settings. And you might notice that's not the color of the exterior of the Accord that we're sitting here in this video. So how do you change that? Go to menu, go to body color, and then we can go right there to Still Night Pearl. Now the lighter colors, in my opinion, do tend to show up better on the screen, but if you want it to be the same body color as your Accord, you can change that on-screen appearance. And we will also have quite a bit going on here with several different options, but it's a very easy system to learn and use. You do have the multi-view rear view camera. That's going to be on every single Accord model, regardless of trim level. I would like to see Honda eventually integrate additional cameras. Maybe we'll see that in the future. What are your thoughts on that? Tell me down in the comments section. Dual zone climate control. You're going to have everything for heated seats, 3 different stages for the driver and the passenger, and we have a couple of USB ports and the wireless charging pad. Your conventional style shifter is going to be here, and your drive mode selector. What are your drive modes? Let's take a look and see. So here's what we actually start with. You're going to default to normal when you turn the ignition off. I do wish it would maintain whatever you use when you turn the ignition off, but you have Econ, and then we go up here to Sport. So a lot going on. There's also individual mode. You can go in here and customize each aspect of the vehicle, at least based on what's available. If that will come up for me, you can change things with the transmission, steering, your adaptive cruise control, and your instrument cluster, your gauges. We'll also have our power parking brake right here. If you want to use that, brake hold mode, your cup holders, and the center console that also features a 12-volt power outlet within. One thing I'm trying to do more often, because a lot of you ask me about it, is give you a sampling of what the audio sounds like within these vehicles. Now, you have an 8-speaker audio system here. As far as your stereo goes, there's a little sampling. Hopefully, my lapel mic does a good job of letting you hear what it sounds like. Okay, let's not go too long on that, but I hope that did it justice. In person, it definitely sounds good. I haven't made any adjustments. Obviously, you can tune that as best as the system will allow you to your liking. Driving this Accord is a fun experience. It has nice handling characteristics. The steering is nice and responsive. I feel comfortable here in the driver's seat, and that's a good thing about the driver's area. You have a 10-way adjustable driver's seat, and you have the tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. So no matter your height or where you like to be positioned as far as your driving position goes, you can set everything up accordingly, and you will not have any trouble being comfortable unless you are insanely tall or maybe below the average of being what we would call vertically challenged. No offense towards anybody who is. But I think everybody who drives this Accord is going to be just fine as far as their seating position goes. The brake pedal and the gas pedal, very manageable. Not a problem where that is concerned at all. Everything's easy to get to as far as reach goes. I like that you have physical controls for the air conditioning, the driver's display over here, and the infotainment screen. Easy to learn, easy to deal with. I showed you some of the adjustability that you have within both and different things you can go through. There's a lot of information you can go through. The good thing is that it's not challenging. You can use what I call the hunt and peck method, to where you just figure out what it is that's there, find what you need, no big deal. But if you have any trouble, remember, you're already where you need to be right now to find out where something may be or have some question answered you might have right here on YouTube, whether it's through a tutorial or if there's something you want to ask me to do, a particular tutorial on something to do with this Accord, tell me down in the comments section. One way or another, you're going to get down the road, no problem. Plenty of get up and go. While it's not meant to be a high performance vehicle, it still has a very sporty feel to it, which is very appropriate for being the sport trim level. Easy to see out of. Then you have all of those great driving aids that I mentioned earlier in the video, including your blind spot monitoring that's built into both of your side view mirrors. So quite a few nice features going on here with this Accord. Tell me what you would like to see added in the future as far as the interior goes. I know one thing I would love to see, and I think some of you would too, is the availability of a rear view camera mirror. Okay, tell me what you think down in the comments section about the 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid Sport. Is it worth every penny? What would you like to see Honda add in the future to these Accords when the time comes that we see a full redesign or maybe just a refresh, maybe some new technology? We'll just have to see what happens when that time comes. I would like to say a special thanks to my friends at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Accord for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so you don't miss any future videos. If you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.